At the break, a bucket that was waved off, had a chance for some momentum going into the locker room. Didn't happen, but that did not stall this Pioneer basketball team as they were outscored 17-5 in the second quarter alone. They outscored the Carson-Newman Eagles, putting up 46 points in the second half, limiting this high-octane offense who had been scoring 89 points in their last 5 to just 66 tonight. And the Pioneers get their first win here at Carson-Newman in the, since 2016, final 71-66. Joined by Pioneer coach Devan Carter. This has to be gratifying for a team that really looked bleak, and a lot of things really went your way in the second half, basically because of your effort.
Yeah, I felt like at halftime, I felt like that second quarter, we made some subs, and we didn't have the effort that we needed to play with the Carson-Newman. So obviously, didn't sub a lot in the second half, and our kids were tired. They were fatigued. Obviously, here in the past few weeks, they've been playing less minutes, but they had to go and give a full effort tonight, and really proud of our kids for the way they battled. At halftime, I felt like we were in a good spot just because of the mere fact that everything that was happening to us was our doing.
Yeah.
I felt like if we shored up the details, we were going to be okay. And in the second half, we played a lot cleaner half. We rebounded the ball well. I don't know what the final stats were, but we rebounded the ball better and finished possessions off better.
Yeah, 39. You actually got out-rebounded the game, but I think it's because they missed some shots and they just started really attacking the glass late. But you had 11 offensive boards, 39 rebounds all told tonight against a good rebounding team. And then Sid Wilson went crazy. For her first 8 and finished on fire.
Yeah, and that's what a senior and a veteran would do. I felt like we got great looks in the first half, and I told our girls at halftime, those looks are going to fall if you keep taking them. We got a rule in our program, as you can probably tell, if you're wide open and don't shoot it, you're coming out. So I give our kids the freedom to shoot the ball and to make plays in the first half. I just thought we weren't sure with the basketball, and then Sydney started getting to the rim in the second half and had some great finishes and some great shots as well.
I think that's the difference of the game. She had that pump fake and got to the rim as well in the game. Let's just go all the way back to the start. Early foul by Griffin, and then for about 5.5 minutes, we didn't have a stop. How much did that take out of your team, if any? I
mean, I'm going to be honest. This game was more up-tempo than I expected it to be, just for the mere fact of when you have two teams that like to get up and down like, Carson-Newman and Tusculum, you're going to get bumped, you're going to have hits and everything else. But I'm going to be honest. This is probably one of the best officiated games we've had all year.
Agree, yeah.
They did a great job tonight, and then obviously they lost one official to injury. The two officials did a great job. They let us play. They let Carson-Newman play, and that's what rivalry games should be about. I mean, the game shouldn't have 50 fouls in it. So I think playing through that spurt, I think actually benefited Carson-Newman at the go, but our kids bear it down, fought it out, and we were able to get some key stops and clutch rebounds.
Now look, Coach, here's the team, 89 points in their last 5, and they've been good defensively, holding teams to just 61 points during that stretch as well, hitting 45% from the field, 43% from 3. Weichel hit some shots, Marisites hit some shots, but you made life really tough on them. What seemed to be the answer that you had to really limit what they were able to do late?
I'm going to be honest, I just think we started making shots. I think that, we started making shots, and you know how it is. Anytime you start making shots, all of a sudden you defend better. Don't know why that is. If somebody finds out, let me know. But I felt like when we started making shots, it picked our energy up on the defensive end. And then, I'm going to be honest. I mean, you look at the stat line for them. You look at Marisites having 21 points, and then Weichel going with 18. But we were able to limit those other kids.
Right.
And so, two kids like Marisites and Weichel are going to get theirs, but it's everybody else. And the thing that Carson-Newman has, they have great depth, and they have quality depth. And we were able to limit those other kids, and we had some kids step up for us as well.
Yeah, Mia didn't score in the second half, but she gets the 4 steals in the second half, critical, that led to Sid Wilson easy looks.
Absolutely. What can you say about the kid? I mean, she went for the whole go in the second half, didn't come out. She toughed it through. She was cramping up. And then you see the last few possessions of the ball game. I mean, she gets 2 steals that ices the ball game for her. So, no doubt we go as the little road runner goes. I thought she competed at a high level today. I thought our seniors stepped up. Casey Johnson, Sid Wilson knocking down free throws late, getting key stops. Great communication at the foul line. and we were able to get a road win, a huge road win, because that's a really, really good basketball team that we just played today.
It's a tough showdown in the region, no question, and one of the elite in the league over the last few years, as well as the Pioneers. You just haven't been able to get that win here.
Yeah.
How can this? It's early, but how can it? I believe in momentum. How does it carry through?
Well, it's big just for the mere fact of, going on the road has almost been like our strong suit this year. And so I think we're off to the best start on the road in probably the last 15 years.
Right.
And but it shows that really good teams got to go on the road and find a way to win. And I challenged our kids. We can be that, but these are the moments you have to do it. And it's one thing to go on the road and beat a team that's not in it, but to beat a team like Carson-Newman that 90% of the time is going to be an NCAA tournament, it's big, because I think it's another step for our program. I mean, like I say, a rivalry is only a rivalry if both teams compete and exchange blows. And they've gotten the best of us lately, but today it feels good to get it.
He reads Jim Miller's notes. He knows they're good on the road so far this year. That's a great win.
Shout out to Jim Miller.
Congratulations.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
He's Pioneer coach Devan Carter. The Pioneers get the win. Back with our final stat look when we return after this. Tusculum 71, Carson-Newman 66 here on the Pioneer Sports Network.